Hey, did you know there's all kinds of popular brands of things all over the world that in one city or state they might be considered rude or inappropriate, and somewhere else it's just everyday stuff. Out in Japan, they got a brand of toothpaste called Darky toothpaste. It's got a minstrel on there smiling kind of like I do, going like this. Like that. You got a top hat. Yeah. Down at the Ravadili. And then over there in India, they got a popular brand of ice cream. It's delicious. It's a very disciplined ice cream. Yes, sir. It's called Hitler ice cream. You got it, after everybody's favorite crazy dictator. The dictator that all dictators are measured against, old Hitler. And they got a picture of him going like this on the package. Like, you love this ice cream, or I'll kill you. It comes in all kinds of flavors. It's not kosher, but it's pretty good ice cream. It comes in cones. All the cones are very straight. None of the cones hook, like Jesus. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. And it's got all kinds of great flavors in there. It's got concentration camp crunch. It's got special nut chews. We don't like the nut chews. And it's also got, yeah, and it's also got Eva Braun cherry cream. It's very delicious. It's very nice. You eat that, it's about the end of you. It's got a little cyanide in it, so don't order that. Please don't. Hey, also, in Japan, going back to Japan, they have this wonderful fish. It's called the fugu fish. It's a fun fish to eat, and if you want to sell this in most cities that do sell it, the chef has to have you sign a waiver that if you eat fugu fish and die, it ain't their fault. Now, fugu fish is a delicious kind of a fish, but it's got these little veins in there, and they try to take as many of them out as they can. But if you eat just one little vein of the fugu fish, you won't be around to pay the bill, Big Daddy. Yes, sir. Don't eat that fugu fish. Fugu to you too, baby. And hey, did you know there was a guy who was talking to me the other day? He said, "Hey, do you ever remember any funny stories from your youth?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And he said, "Do you ever?" And I said, "Well, tell me." And I said, "Well, I noticed there was this crazy kid in the neighborhood. I couldn't figure out what's wrong with him, and he was always inviting me to swim over at his house. And he told me I didn't need a bathing suit." And I said, "Where do you live?" And this guy said, he said his name was Jose, and he said, I'm quoting. He said, "I live over there." And I said, "Oh, you mean over there?" No, he said, "No, over there." And I walked into a place the other day in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I was doing some news research, and I ordered a cup of coffee, a small coffee. And the guy said, "That'll be $5. I said, $5? Why don't you just kick me in the nuts? He said, "That's an extra 50 cents. You don't like it? Okay, fine." At least I didn't ask for cream. That could have caused an incident. No sugar, because I'm sweet enough without it. I know. A couple of these. Hey, you know what? They were doing some more excavation on the Titanic. They're lifting out all kinds of stuff like that. They found different kind of identifications, and clothing and perfumes and stuff like that. And then they were going through it, and they found some frozen sewage in there. They found the sewage from these famous people. There's a scientist studying it to find out, is there living people now in the DNA in the sewage that belong to the people in the Titanic, and they're going to sell it on eBay. These little containers of dead people's Titanic dew, and you can own some of that. Would you like to have some of that in your house and show your family and friends? Say, "Look, I bought some fossilized frozen poo from the Titanic," huh? Would you?
They're sponsoring our channel now, actually.
Yes, frozen celebrity.
Titanic Dew.
Titanic Dew. It's for you, and it's only $9.99, I guess. It's only $19.12 because it went down in 1912. And this whole story reminds me of a lady that I knew years ago back in the 70s. She had been down on everything but the Titanic. I know it's an old one, but it never wears out. Now, hey, if you call now, we'll send in a bag of hair with a certificate that says it came from Leonardo DiCaprio. Would you like that? No? That's why we got a warehouse full of hair. Hey, did you know a lot of more women these days are shaving their hair? A lot of them are going for laser hair removal. They go there and they go the underarm like this, and they lift up, and they go, and they got a guy, a technician. He says, "Hold still, ma'am," and then and he says, "Please don't fart." And he's trying to take the hair out of there. It's cost so much money. It's like $5,000. Would you pay money for that? Have all the hair took off your chicken? Yeah. I mean, if you want people to eat the chicken, you got to have it look good, right? Huh?